Thank you for joining me here today. If you feel called to, stick around, because I've got a really interesting reading coming up for you. Now, this video today is going to be focused on healing. So we're going to be using the healing waters and the rose oracle. We're going to be pulling some love yourself affirmation cards as well, to really see what you need to hear. So what needs to come out today? What is it that we need to know? How can we progress our healing? I see what you're doing. There's a lot in the cards today about delving deep, getting into the very dark depth, into the nitty gritty. Now, first card, we've got deep sea diving in reverse. Now, deep sea diving is all about way of the mystic, learning through experience and going to new depths. But the fact that this is in reverse, this is stalled. We haven't been learning through experiencing. We've almost been hiding. Maybe over time, keeping our head in the sand, the pain will go away. But you're being encouraged to dig deeper and learn through experience. That is the best way to learn, and you are incredibly strong. Strong enough to get through this. Because we've also got into the unknown. And this is all about underworld. Depth, courage, and facing your fears. Now, the fact that we got the word depth twice in this reading tells me that there's something you've been avoiding. You need to go into the unknown and figure out what you're trying to find. There is something down there for you. And I know it looks dark and scary, but trust your own light. Trust that you can make it to the other side. Both of these cards have very similar illustrations. Moving from our comfort zone up here and going deeper. Maybe even to places that we haven't yet been. Okay, what else do we need to know about this from the Rose Oracle today? Here we've got the Mother Rose, and the Mother Rose is all about returning to each other, compassion and humanity. So maybe you feel like you've lost that connection, you've lost that sense of humanity. Well, the Mother Rose has come out to say that you're returning to that, but only by delving into the depth can we get there. Can we find that sense of self-worth again, that sense of self-love, but also returning to each other, finding that sense of compassion. It can take time. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a long road, and that's why you're being reminded to go into the unknown. Face those fears. Trust yourself, because hiding our head in the sand isn't going to fix anything. It isn't going to encourage us to heal. And if you feel like leaning on anybody, test that sense of humanity. If somebody wants to help, if somebody wants to look after you, to give you a little bit of energy to get through that next stage, lean on them. Because not only are you finding your own sense of humanity again, but you've got to find it in other people too. And that can be easier said than done. But I do think that's the reason why you're being told to go to new depths. You wouldn't be tasked with this if you weren't strong enough. This is the next step. Now, we're going to add to this reading by pulling some affirmation cards. Specifically, love affirmation cards. Because I wonder how else you can better love yourself. How else can you give yourself that support to delve into the depths? So it's this side that I'd like to read out to you today. And it says, I let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. Just once more. I let go of my limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. So maybe those depths that you're going to, maybe you need to recognize your own beauty to carry you through that. Recognize that it's not all darkness that you're going to find down there. There's always a balance, and you will find that light too, especially the light that you carry yourself, and let go of those limitations. I know this can be scary, but you are incredibly strong. Realize that you're not limited. There is something to find down in those depths, and I trust that you're going to get there. And I think if anything, you've got to trust too. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you for joining me out in the forest today. I really hope you have a beautiful day. Believe in yourself. And I'll see you in the next one.